As a lover of all things physical media, specifically VHSs and CDs, I find there is a very satisfying and specific noise when a VHS case opens and closes. It is very possible I am the only person that this causes some sort of nostalgic trigger for, but alas, I find myself with a bucket full of VHSs that I have collected over the years, and for some reason, the internal need to know which one sounds the best when I open and close it. And so here we land on today's video. I will be opening and closing all of my Disney VHSs and ranking them A through F, which one is the most satisfying. This is my current bin of collections. It grows by the month basically as I find them at thrift stores, but these are the ones we are going to go through today and see which one sounds the best. There's a very specific one that we are going to start with for a very specific reason. This Cinderella case is the only VHS clamshell case that I have replaced. So this one is new. Well, I can't say never been opened and closed because I opened and closed it a couple times, but it hasn't gone through years of wear and tear. And so we are going to start with this one as our baseline, if you will. And so let's just get into it. I have to let the cat pass through. Okay, here is our first VHS. This is the classic Cinderella. Ready? Let's see. That was awful. And it got worse as it closed. Not surprisingly going to be an F for me. Considering I'm banking this mostly on how much nostalgia it triggers, that was definitely an F, which makes sense because it's a new case. Going in no particular order, I'm just going to grab the next one here, which is Lady and the Tramp. This one has some wear and tear in it, so I actually have some hope that maybe it will sound good. Okay, ready? That is a very smooth opening and closing, and it sounds really good. There's no creaking. That's good. Ooh, ooh. I hate to give out an A right after an F, but I think I'm gonna have to give this one an A. So far, this is definitely my favorite. I need to slide this back in because this is gonna bother me. This is gonna be our A for right now. I'm gonna keep the current favorite with me so we can compare as we go through because I do want to find my penultimate favorite. Next up, we have the classic Peter Pan. Let's go ahead and go for it. There's a little extra tug to it when you open it. For that alone, for the tug and the creak, I'm going to give it a B minus. B minus. Next up, we have another classic, Aladdin. Let's just get right into it. That is very nice. That is very smooth. I got to close my eyes. This is good. I think this is going to have to take over as my favorite. I'm sorry, Lady and the Tramp. You were good, but Aladdin is better. This is going to be an A+. A+. Listen to it again. Amazing. Next up, we have 101 Dalmatians. Let's see how we do. It's not awful. There's a little creak and a little tug. Not as bad as the other one though, so I'm going to give this one a B. We're going to go with the B. I don't remember what I've given things before, so if I, for some reason, grade one thing worse than another and you disagree, let me know. But also, I'm the teacher and I'm grading it, and this is my house, so I get to make the rules and I get to choose what's what. We have our first copy of The Little Mermaid. This is your warning that there will be several, and I will not be taking judgments on that. Let's go. Oh, this one belongs to a family, Pateric, maybe? So if you're part of the Pateric family, let me know. I have your copy. You know, this one has a really nice thunk on the closure. You hear that? Ooh. For the closure, for that nice thunk, I'm actually going to give this a B+. I like the thunk. Next up, we have Winnie the Pooh Christmas. Let's get into it. This is very much like the Little Mermaid one. This one has a little bit more pulling and a little bit more creaking. So for that, I'm going to give it a B instead of a B+, but this is also a very good one. Next up, we have The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, a classic. Let's get into it. Immediate D. Immediately a D. Not as bad as the F, but not good. Next up, we have Hercules. Let's see. This is a close contender. My only... Let's compare it real quick to Aladdin. Aladdin's better. It gets a little stuck on the corner up here. and it's a little creaky. I'm going to give it an A-. It's very good though. Very good. Next up, we have Fox and the Hound. You know, it's not awful. It's not awful. It has a little bit more of a tug and a little bit of a creak, but it does have a nice closure. I'm going to give this one a B. I think a B is fitting for that. Next up, we have a personal favorite of mine, Cool Runnings. I love this movie so much. Okay, let's see. You know, it's nice. It's a little creak. It has a little tug, but I like the closure of it. Listen. That's a very satisfying thunk. When it comes together, I like a good thunk. Oh, that's hard. That's hard. It definitely doesn't beat Aladdin, but I'm debating what to give it. I think I'm going to go with B+. I'm going to go with B+. I feel like I've given a lot of Bs. I think I need to give a C. Let's see if Bambi is good. No. No, it doesn't close. You have to really push it closed. And there's a lot of creaking. I actually think, I did not plan that at all. I think this is going to be our first C. I think our first C. I don't think I've given something else a C. Anyway, C. Not good. We have our next copy of The Little Mermaid, the classics cover. Immediate F. Immediately an F with that crack on it. Oh, look at that. Our next copy of Little Mermaid. Immediate F. I'm sorry, that's going to be another immediate F. It's just that, like, the creaky, cracky crunch. I can't do that. Another copy of Bambi? Do I have Bambi? We might have already done another copy of Bambi, so this might be the second one. Let's see. You know, it's nice. It's not as smooth as Aladdin, but I'm going to give this one an A-. Next up, we have an old version of Cinderella, so we can kind of mentally compare this to the other one. I don't know if you can even hear that. There's the tiniest creak. Otherwise it might have been... No, I think it's better. It has that little creak. I think because it has that little creak in the corner, I'm going to give it an A. I just don't think that it's going to beat out Aladdin. I think Aladdin still maintains the top. All right, next up. Oh, we have another copy of Cinderella. All right, this one is Tony's. Tony? Oh, you can't really see it, but it says Tony there. Tony, let me know if you want this back. I think that might have just beat out Aladdin. Hold on. This is really hard for me, guys. Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard because this one is a bit smoother to open, but it still has a little creak to it. And because of the creak, I think I have to give it an A, but it's not an A+. It doesn't beat Aladdin. I'm sorry, Aladdin, you're still number one. Next up, we have Alice in Wonderland. This one looks relatively not that opened and closed, so maybe it'll be good. Let's see. Oh no. Oh no. 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 You really have to push it closed, and for that, it is an F. Next up, we have another copy of The Little Mermaid. Let's see. Can I give something worse than an F? That was awful. Beauty and the Beast. Redeem ourselves. Let's go. Somehow worse than the Little Mermaid one we just opened. Oh my god. Oh my god, less than F. Okay, all right, next up we have Oliver and Company, which also looks very new. This might actually, somebody might have, I got this from Savers, but it almost looks like somebody replaced this case, or it just was not open very much. So let's give it a go. That's a D. That's a D for the creaks. Oh, we have 2 copies of The Little Mermaid left. I think all of the Little Mermaid ones have been bad so far. Let's see if we can redeem it with this one. It has a nice thunk on the closure. It's a little creaky, a little tuggy. I'm gonna give it a C+. It's not smooth and it doesn't give me the same like feeling. This is our last one. The last copy of The Little Mermaid might also be the most beat up copy of The Little Mermaid that I have, but let's see. No. Immediate F. Immediate F. It's very sad to me how many of the Little Mermaid ones ended up as an F. Our winner is Aladdin, this version of Aladdin. Let's listen one more time. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. We chose well. We chose well. This is the clear winner. I cannot even debate it. This is the best sounding opening and closing VHS that I own. This is number 1. So congratulations to Aladdin. You are the winner. You win nothing except for my praise and adoration. And when I'm feeling down and sad, sometimes I might just sit there and relive my childhood by opening and closing you several times. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I don't even know why I did this, but I'm glad I did because now I know which VHS cases I should open when I'm feeling sad. And I hope that that is something that resonates with you and that you can use in your day-to-day life somehow in some capacity, even though probably not. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me today. This was just a silly little video I put together, but I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!